Jay Del Santo with your live Pinpoint Doppler 12 Futurecast.
Again, we're looking at a high-impact snowstorm, which is already beginning to take its effects here in southern New England, with some light snow flurries falling across parts of the area. Live Pinpoint Doppler 12 radar, you see blue everywhere, and a lot of that snow is not quite reaching the ground. There's still some dry air in the very lowest levels of the atmosphere, so while the snow is falling from the clouds, it's kind of getting eaten up by that dry air. But we are getting some reports of some light snow in southern Rhode Island, down on Block Island, and we're going to continue to see that move northward throughout the course of the evening. Here's what we're looking at. Blizzard warning in effect for the southeastern part of our area, northwestern part of Rhode Island, including Foster, Gloucester, and out into western Kent County. You're under a winter storm warning. Nonetheless, we're looking at some strong winds and some very heavy snow to develop during the overnight hours, and visibility will be poor across all of southern New England throughout the course of the night. Satellite radar combination, again, showing that area of low pressure off to our south. It's going to be tracking just off to our south and east in a perfect spot for us to get dumped with some heavy snow and some very strong winds. Again, here's what we're looking at for the storm impacts, mainly with some snow and with the wind. While there will be a little bit of icing and maybe a little bit of rain, it's already raining on Nantucket right now, the biggest impacts will be with the snow and the very strong winds, wind gusts of 50 miles an hour. So what to expect? Heavy snow developing later this evening and after midnight and into early Sunday morning. Snow amounts will be a foot or more, snowfall rates of 2 inches an hour, and we may actually hear some thunder snow during the overnight hours, which we hear about once a year here in southern New England. Wind gusts of 50 miles an hour, and that could lead to some scattered power outages, and we are expecting whiteout conditions right into the early part of the day on Sunday. But it's quiet out there right now. Live city cam picture in Providence. No snowflakes falling. Temperature is pretty cold, 29. Winds already picking up from the north-northeast at 17 miles an hour, making it feel like it's 17 degrees. Over there in Wakefield at the elementary school, we've got dry conditions for now. There's probably a couple of snowflakes coming down. Temperature at 31. Winds from the north at light speeds for the time being, but they will be picking up throughout the course of the night. Let's take a look at the temperatures elsewhere. Low 20s in northern Rhode Island, 21 at Cumberland and Emerald Bay Manor, low to mid 20s along the South Shore, about 24 at Bank Newport. Here's the timeline for this storm. The snow will be developing from the south into the north now until about 10 o'clock. The roadways will become slick. They are getting pre-treated for this storm, but the roads, especially those secondary and side streets, will likely be on the slick side this evening. The winds will be strengthening 10 p.m. to 8 p.m. That is the worst part of the storm, which is actually a pretty good time for the worst part of the storm. Poor visibility, poor travel, heavy snow, and wind gusts to 50 miles an hour, 8 a.m. to tomorrow afternoon, at least a foot of snow on the ground. We'll take a look at that accumulation map just a second. Lighter snow will be developing into the afternoon hours, but it will remain fairly windy throughout the entire day. We're looking at all this moisture working its way up the eastern seaboard. Area of low pressure off the coast of Delaware will be passing off to our south and east throughout the overnight hours and into tomorrow morning, bring with it a tremendous amount of energy and an amount of lift, and we'll be seeing a lot of heavy snow, and with the wind that'll be that'll come with the storm system, we're looking at a lot of blowing snow, and that will likely continue right into tomorrow morning and into tomorrow afternoon. That blowing snow will. Here's what we're looking at for accumulations. Kind of broad brush, 12 to 18 inches across all of Rhode Island, southeastern Massachusetts, a little bit less in the Worcester Hills, 9 to 12 inches across Cape Cod and the islands.